What's up, family? It's your homie Faith Chase, aka Chosen Effect, back on the deck, getting ready to wreck the set. And don't you forget, guys, I want to start off as always giving you guys some thanks, showing you guys some respect, some love, some appreciation, because I thank you guys each and every day for being part of this growing family, and the support, the love. It means the world to me. So I'll never get tired of saying it, and I can never say it enough. So I just want you guys to know that each and every one of you is so appreciated, and I got mad love for you. So I'm sending you a big hug right now and a big box of love, you know what I'm saying? So that's going at you right now, guys. So thank you again. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing and joining this family. This family, man, we might not be the biggest family on the block. We might not have millions and millions yet, but I tell you, we've got legit real people. Real people, you know what I'm saying? Real people. This family is full of real people, man. I'd rather have freaking a handful of real people than a million fakes. And that's coming from the heart right now. This video's come at a good time, you know what I'm saying? Because look, I'm a positive person, and I believe so much in the goodness of people finding the good parts. You know, I understand we're all on a journey. See, I come from that personal development side, so I get it. We're all on a journey. You know, we're all different places in that journey. You know, technically, there's no right or wrong. We're all learning. We're all here for an experience, the human experience. We're on a journey. We're learning lessons along the way to help us grow, yada, yada. But that still doesn't sometimes excuse the fact that some people do suck. I mean, it's just a fact. So I'm really interested to see why Adam thinks some people suck. There's a lot of reasons that lately I've been thinking, man, you know, if all the love that we be showering in this world, you know, that we be trying to put out there, this positive energy and stuff, there's some ugly people out there. There's some ugly people out there, man. I don't know if y'all heard this, man, like in Australia right now, guys. For you guys who are not in Australia, let me tell you something that happened. I'm sure it had to hit world news, man. It had to hit news back home in the States. Man, this dude, freaking, his wife, they broke up, whatever. Freaking, he has 3 kids, little kids, man, like 4 or 5 years old and stuff. And this dude freaking poured gasoline on his whole family. He murdered all of them. Then he stabbed himself after murdering all of them. And then he tried to fight people off to keep them from trying to get them out and save them and rescue them. The kids ended up burning in the car. The wife, she managed to get out of the car. She was rolling on the ground trying to put the fire out. Some neighbor came and tried to hose her down. They ended up getting her to the hospital, but her burns were too much. The ugliness of people, man, that's just one story that I've read. There's other things in the same day that I've read that I can't believe. The ugliness of people, it's real. I don't need to tell you guys that because you watch the news all the time. So as much as I love being positive and putting out positive energy and thinking positive things, you know, and believing in, you know, the things that, you know, yeah, we're on a journey, blah, all these things, but at the end of the day, that still doesn't, the reality of the ugliness of people, some people's heart, it's just dark, man. It's just dark, it's ugly. Anyways, let's see what he's got to say, because, you know, this has come at an interesting time. Had some things happen, and just personally, you know, I've seen the ugly side of some people. One person in particular right now. And just unbelievable, man, the way that people sometimes freaking think. They act and they do. I don't understand people's energy sometimes, man. I just don't get it. So we're going to see what Adam has to say on the topic. Because this world, man, I tell you, he's not lying by saying people suck. Sometimes it's hard to find the positiveness and to find the ability to forgive, you know what I'm saying? When you see the ugliness out there, it's hard. Anyways, let me get into this, man. I wasn't even going to talk that much. Just freaking frustrated myself. on the topic. It's like perfect timing. Seeing this pop up, I'm like, that's exactly what I'm feeling. Anyways, let's get in this. Let's get in this. Get worked up.
Hi friends! You wanna know something about people? People suck. I'd have to say that most people are miserable, unhappy, and filled with doubt and fear. And those same people, they want you to feel how they feel. Let's just use me for example. I get fucking hammered by some of you people. You should stick to your funny videos. Why are you doing music? I liked him a lot better when he did and said what I wanted to hear. Maybe that's not, fuck you. You know what I like doing? What I want to do. I was at home one day and I made a video.
That's true, man. I was just going to touch on what he just said real quick, man. Fear, first of all, let me tell you, fear is the path to the dark side. Fear, man, makes people do a lot of things that they shouldn't be, you know what I'm saying? It leads people in the wrong direction. I actually have put on seminars and workshops on the topic fear because fear holds a lot of people back, keeps a lot of people down. And most of the fear is manifested. They've created it. They've given life to something that isn't even real. They've created the whole freaking fear thing. They've given it a freaking, they've given the fear a factor. You know what I'm saying? As far as him doing what he wants, you know, on his channel, he should be able to do what he wants. But in life in general, you know, I always think there needs to be only one rule on the whole planet. You can do whatever you want as long as it doesn't hurt anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, let's keep going. Feeling some kind of way today, guys. I'm telling you right now. Let's keep going.
Because I was raising my son and I was like, sometimes you just gotta punch your kid in the throat. Now, I worked my whole life, and after I made that video, it went viral. I still went to work. I went to work for years, and I kept making all these viral videos, and finally these checks started coming in, and I was like, Jesus, I put them in the bank. But it got to a certain point in time where the checks were so big. So what I do, I went and I chased a dream of mine that I had. I've always wanted to be known. I've always wanted to entertain people. I've always wrote music. While I was making the transition from being an everyday, blue-collar, hard-nosed, working motherfucker to being what I became now, which in my mind is nothing, but what I became now to some people who think I am something. I had all the guys from work being like, dude, you're dumb. You're giving up a job to go do something that might not even work. My own family members were looking at me like, stop making these videos. You're making yourself look stupid. You're making us look stupid. And you know what I did? I did what I always do. I didn't listen to anyone.
Good.
I focused and went at it as hard as I could.
That's what you got to do in life, guys. You got to follow your heart. This is your life. This is your life to live. It's not your parents. It's not your girlfriends or your husbands or anybody. You know what I'm saying? It's your life to live. And you've got to make decisions and to live your life so that you can be happy. You know, your happiness is relevant as well. You got to have self-love. If you don't have self-love, then you end up doing things because you're trying to please everyone else. But you got to also remember, I'm not saying it's a bad thing to try to keep people you care about happy and stuff, but you have to have balance. Okay? It can't be one-sided. You have to have balance. It's important. It's important. As far as we know, the only certainty that you have outside of your beliefs and the things that you believe happen, that you hope will happen, that you have faith will happen, the reality is this moment. This is what you have right now. This is what you have right now. So you got to live it to the fullest. That's why I say it all the time. You got to live each moment to the fullest. Keep it off tap, meaning freaking live it with no limits. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? So respect for Adam for freaking doing that. Let's keep going. I'm in the, whoo. Sorry guys, I'm just, woo. Okay, let's keep going.
I focused and went at it as hard as I could. I started doing all these things. I started making apparel and people were like, oh, this shit's gay. Just make your funny videos. Don't do apparel. Then the apparel took off. Everywhere I go in public, I see people wearing my apparel. And guess what? It's made in America. It's not cotton from Guatemala and printed in America. The fucking cotton is grown in America, stitched, dyed, and fucking made in America. So all you other companies out there, quit the bullshit. So then I'm like, you know what? My passion has always been music. In this room behind me, first album I ever bought, I mean, Bob Dylan's on the other Fuck it, I'll just show you guys. Fucking Bob Dylan. There he is. Just whatever. The point is, also, shout out to my boy Demon Jones. That's from a tour. I love.
Yo, just quickly, you can see his room right there. You see so many references. You know, he's got our flag everywhere. The flag is all around the room, and you know, for this thing, it's awesome. I told you guys about this about Upchurch. I'll say it here for Adam. It is so good to have pride about your culture, where you come from, anywhere in the world. You know, for us, we're proud to be Americans. You know, red, white, and blue, all that stuff. You guys know. But if you're from your country, people in Australia here, people in Japan, people wherever, it's important to have pride. Pride is what makes you step up. You know what I'm saying? But it's good. You got to be in touch with that. Have love for where you came from. You know, don't be ashamed. Don't be embarrassed. It's okay to be proud of where you've come from. Anyways, let's keep going.
Shout out to my boy Demon Jones. That's from a tour. I love music. I've always loved music. I grew up listening to all kinds of music. So I said, I'm going to make a fucking album. Everyone's like, that's stupid. It's never going to work. I made an album. #1 on the Billboard charts. #1 on iTunes. #1 on fucking everything. Since then, I've made 5 more albums. They all went #1. Now, do I think I'm special? No. But do you know what I do think? All you motherfuckers that keep telling me that I can't do something, what the fuck are you doing?
Woo.
Society wants you to think.
Yo! I relate to what he's saying because I feel that way so many times in my life. People are quick to criticize you, to want to put you down, to want to judge you for the path that you're taking, the journey that you're on, decisions that you make. The reason they are doing that half of the time is because either they're jealous because you're doing things that they can't or won't do because they have fear that's keeping them, prohibiting them from going out there and going for it and trying to achieve it themselves. Or simply because some people are just the biggest freaking trolls on the planet. They just hate you for no reason. Because they hate you because they ain't you. I say that all the time. There's a lot of hate in the world, but the best way to deal with haters is to not let them get to you. You know what I'm saying? Keep your head up high. Freaking do you, and don't let anyone bring you down. Ignore the haters. You keep in your lane. You just do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them break you. Don't let them get you down. Don't let them irritate you. And sometimes it's hard. It's hard. Even for me, it's hard sometimes. I tell you, man. But you got to rise above it. It's hard to do, but you got to try. Actually, don't try. Just do it. I always say there's no such thing as try. It's do or don't. If you're trying means you ain't really invested in it. You don't really want it if you're just trying. I'll try. Nah, if you really want it, you're gonna do it. Let's keep going.
Fuck are you doing? Society wants you to think that you grow up, get older, go to college, find your soulmate, get married, have kids, white picket fence, and live happy ever after. I think, fuck that shit. Do what you want. Try to be as successful as you can be. Don't fuck over people and become what everyone says you can't be. You know how much shit I get for liking that fucking orange-headed motherfucker? You know how much shit I get for saying the things I say? Oh, he's a homophobe. He's fucking racist. He's a hillbilly. He's a redneck. You motherfuckers don't know who the fuck I am. Death threats.
Yep. It's like that, man. And I'm mind blown myself because I'm seeing all this firsthand. I see a lot of it. You know? It's sad to me. Just because someone has the rebel flag doesn't make them a racist. Just because they freaking like Trump doesn't make them a racist. I've said this. Man, you can't judge a book by its cover just because they freaking, you know, it doesn't mean you can. Why don't you take a moment to really get to know someone? Like he's saying, you don't know him. You don't know how he feels in his heart. Take the time to really get to know someone. I'm telling you, this is hashtag spread love, not hate. Why can't we do this? Why is it so difficult for people to just spread some freaking love and stop all the BS and all the hate? Man, drives me nuts, to tell you. Let's keep going. I shouldn't have probably done this video right now because I'm admittedly feeling some kind of way already. You see so much ugliness in the world. You see it all around. You can't freaking turn on. I don't watch TV, so you think, oh, I'm gonna turn on TV because I don't know what freaking stupid news and crap that comes with TV. But then all over freaking social media, your freaking notifications are blowing up with all this freaking horrible stuff that's happening. It's crazy. And then you've got people that are in your life that you're dealing with sometimes that just leave you freaking like, huh? Like, anyways, let's keep going. Let's let Adam continue to talk.
Oh, he's a homophobe. He's fucking racist. He's a hillbilly. He's a redneck. You motherfuckers don't know who the fuck I am. Death threats, boycotts, and protests in California. You can't come here. Motherfucker, I showed up to every single spot, and what happened? Nothing. You know what it is? Internet. That's it. Where you talk. Talking's cool. You know what I like doing? I like doing it. If you're watching this video right now and you're out of shape and you do not like the way you look, guess what? Get the fuck up right now. Go to the fucking gym and keep going there. You want fucking results? You gotta put in the fucking work.
Exactly. Exactly. People want to take the shortcuts in life. You've got to put in the hard work. You got to put in the wrench time. You got to be willing to do the work on yourself. You got to be willing to freaking want to make change, real change in your life. Change can't happen unless you do the work. You ever just saying, action speaks louder than words? You've got to be willing to put the hustle and put the grind and put the work in. If you want to reach your full potential, if you want to live your best life, if you want to become the best version of yourself, if you want to achieve those things, you've got to put in the work and the effort. I don't understand how people don't get that as well. They just want the easy fix. I had this guy once come to me because when he found out that I was a certified hypnotherapist, he goes, hey, is there any chance that you could freaking just hypnotize me so I can suddenly be skinny tomorrow? And he was serious, and that's the sad thing. I'm like, yo, man, you guys still put the work in. This ain't freaking I Dream a Genie. Let's keep going.
Keep going there. You want fucking results? You gotta put in the fucking work. If you have a dream and you want to be a fucking artist or a fucking actor, a fucking rapper, singer, whatever the fuck it is, start now. It takes time. You can't just get it. Nowadays, everyone on this fucking earth wants everything right now.
Yep.
When it took that man 20 years to build, you want it right now. I've been so focused lately on all the negative fucking bullshit. I'll get 10,000 awesome comments. I'll get 5 shitty comments. And I want to go to these motherfuckers' houses and beat the fuck out of them. This is not just this is... I come out of this fucking thing. I'm all over the road. I've toured all over the fucking country. Why don't you come to my shows? I'm going on tour in May. I want to see these stupid motherfuckers show up to my shows and say anything crazy to me. Let me calm down. Okay. What I'm saying...
He's speaking like the reality of what social media is right now. The sad truth is there's tons of keyboard warriors and people who just love to troll and just love to say hateful things and get in their skins. Man, I did a video, you guys can look back at my previous videos, man, about my mom who died. Talking about how it felt losing my mom. My mom dying. Innocent mom who didn't do anything wrong to these people. And people disliking that video? How the hell am I gonna get a dislike about someone talking about how they're feeling from their mom dying? Because it's a series I was doing. What does it feel like losing your mom and things? You gotta watch the video and you'll get it. But That's just what I mean, right? There's just hatred. There's just ugly people out there who will troll and say, who dislike, do these things. And those dislikes, man, when you freaking put your blood, sweat, and tears into your videos and things that you do, and then you have someone dislike it when you freaking have put so much hard work and energy in it, man, I feel what Adam is saying because I've experienced it, man. It freaking breaks your heart. Like, even though you've got tons of people liking it, you can have just one dislike and it freaking makes you go, what the hell? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Just for the grind alone, you should freaking like it. Freaking hell, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep going, man. Let Adam finish this out.
And if you want anything in life, you gotta go and get it. No more excuses. I want to be president someday. I want to win a Grammy. Nothing is unattainable. Nothing is impossible. Hard work will get you there. Bye, friends. Hi, friends.
Yo, so that was really good to hear Adam speak his truth, to say what he was feeling on this topic and why he was talking about in this instance, why he thought people suck. I'm sure each and every one of you on the day-to-day have moments where you feel frustrated because of people. And me right now, as you can see, I'm a bit triggered myself because of some of the my brain, even though, I just can't, I just have no words sometimes, you know what I'm saying? It breaks my heart so many times. I get so passionate about just life in general. And you see the ugliness in this world, the hatred in this world, and it breaks your heart. And sometimes it really is so freaking just absolutely heartbreaking. It makes you want to rip your hair out sometimes, and sometimes you want to rip something else out, someone's heart out of their chest. You see, you feel sometimes, It's crazy. You sit there and if you're a Christian, if you are spiritual, if you're, all these religions and spiritual things, and there's all these beliefs on, you hear things like, turn the other cheek, or forgive your brother, or your sister, Jesus died on the cross for them, or from a spiritual aspect, like I said earlier, everyone's on their journey. They're at different parts of their journey. There's no right or wrong. You just gotta understand that. All this stuff. But does it change the reality that evil is evil? Ugly is ugly. The devil's the devil. This stuff is the evilness, the demons, this stuff is real. There's some people who just don't give a crap. They don't care. It's sad and it's heartbreaking. So, anyways, to put a positive on this, because I don't want to end this video with me freaking feeling like the Hulk. That's what I feel like that right now. But at the end of the day, when you're feeling this kind of way, when you're in this moment where you're feeling that way, that's when you've got to dig in deep. And it's hard sometimes, but you just got to do your best to just stay grounded in your truth, grounded in love, to try to inject a little bit more love out there, and keep your head held high, and you stay on your path, on your journey, and keep doing the best that you can to be the best person that you can be. Focus on yourself, being the best you can be. Focus on reaching that higher state of consciousness, that higher spiritual state, reaching your highest potential, living your best life, all those beautiful things, guys. You just got to put your energy in a positive place. Meditation is a really important thing, and a lot of times I find myself really needing to meditate a little bit, because it brings me back to a grounded place of love. So I might do I actually have another channel called Ultimate You, which I started doing earlier, and then I as you guys know, I've got multiple channels, and I figured it's easier to focus on getting one channel monetized at a time and build up that kind of audience, you know what I mean, one at a time, as opposed to trying to do them all at the same time, which I was trying to do at first, trying to do like freaking 20 channels at the same time, something crazy. Story for another day. But anyways, yeah, that channel exists, so I might do some like tell you guys how to meditate and do stuff like that on my other channel, or if you guys want, even on here or live stream, whatever. I'm easy, man. I just want to spread more love on this planet. But with that being said, sometimes people don't respond to love and things, and sometimes in my industry it's necessary to drop a diss track. That's all I'm saying. We use music as a way to release and to express things. I've always said with all my music, I'm connected to it. Stuff that I've experienced, what's happening. That's why I've got a song called Backstab. So I gotta tell you, this is not a spoiler. This is just what's gonna happen. I'm gonna be dropping some music that's gonna be speaking my truth and how I'm feeling right now, because I express it the best through music. But anyways, you gotta do that. You gotta release. It's important to release. Come back and ground yourself in a beautiful place. Like they do in Bad Boys, do that woo-sa. Anyways, guys, remember, live each moment to the fullest and keep it off tap.